great Paul Gates. We have the big guns in the kitchen today. We have Rick Tremonto.
Rick Tremonto. He got the entire Yankee North end of the...
He's got the rest of the country.
Yeah, the rest of the country.
Louisiana.
All the restaurants.
Hey, y'all, welcome. We have Rick Tremonto visiting with us, of course, in the big kitchen today. And I know all of you have heard the news about Rick and I doing our restaurant revolution at the Royal Sonesta in New Orleans, and that's in New Orleans. Yes, not Chicago, New Orleans.
Peyton may not want to leave now.
That's right.
So when are we thinking about opening over there, Rick?
Well, I'm hoping September.
September.
I'm hoping.
Yep, restaurant revolution, huh? So it's going to be exciting.
It will be exciting. It'll be an evolution of the revolution of the icon dishes of Louisiana.
That's exciting. Now what most people won't know is that you're a Louisianian now.
I am now.
Hey, you moved here, y'all.
In Gonzales.
That's going to be a big deal in New Orleans, I tell you.
Right. One bowl of gumbo, Paul. One plate of jambalaya. He moved here.
I'm in just like that.
Now, look, we're doing today a very famous dish. Why don't we talk about it a little bit? Now, this is, most people call it sunchokes. We call it Jerusalem artichokes, right?
That's right.
We've been cutting up with Amanda because she's been telling us where the name Jerusalem comes from, since it's not from Jerusalem and it's not an artichoke. So
how does Italians do that? How do they say it in Italian?
That's what we're saying. It said it's Gerasol.
Right, Gerasol.
Gerasol, and Gerasol means Jerusalem, but Gerasol doesn't sound like Jerusalem. But anyway.
Gerasol, it's like something you put in your car.
That's right.
Anyway, this is the sunchoke, and of course it grows. It's kind of a tuber that grows on the roots of like sunflowers. That's why they call them sunchokes, and it tastes a lot like artichokes, so that's where the name comes from. And you have some.
And they're beautiful when they're peeled. They're nice and crunchy in salads or risottos, like we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We grew up. Taste one. We grew up on. They got a great crunch. Great crunch.
Now that's big in
Beautiful,
Rick. Are those big in Italian households?
Huge. My grandmother used to make them and put them in salads and put them in risottos all the time. We used to make soups out of them.
Oh,
beautiful Jerusalem artichoke soups, cold. It's great cold soup.
And people see these in the store all the time, and I'm sure they think they're ginger or something like that. But of course, Jerusalem artichoke, y'all.
They're delicious.
You ready to go? You ready to go, Rick?
Are you ready?
Okay, we're going to start off with a little shallot, right? We're making a risotto now. For those who don't know risotto, now, of course, we have two different rice here just to show the difference, Rick, right over there. You might want to point out the arborio versus the long grain because it is about the rice, isn't it?
It is about the rice. And look at that, how that beautiful short grain is compared to this long grain, huh? We're going to throw a little of the tricolor pepper in here.
Two chefs at work. Oh,
nice, huh? It's a
two
beautiful
chefs working
thing.
well together
It's going
here.
to be twice as good.
Okay. Now,
I want to hear your knock-knock joke. Don't forget the knock-knock joke.
Now, Rick, we've already sauteed off some of the Jerusalem artichokes. We want to put about half of them in here. We want to saute them because it'll put that wonderful artichoke flavor down in the skillet. Now, Rick, you ready for the rice?
I am ready for the rice.
I think we're about ready. So
we going right here, right, huh?
Yeah, right there, right into here.
Beautiful.
Now, that's a key also to go ahead and saute the rice in.
Sweat all those flavors together, make it lush, huh? Pick up all that garlic and shallot.
Oh yeah, can. Now, y'all, what we would do now, we have some wonderful vegetable and chicken stock here. So once this all sautés for a minute, and it starts to pick up the flavor and crack just a little bit, we would go ahead and put a ladle of chicken and vegetable stock, and we continue one ladle at a time. You don't want to over.
That's right. And people get all nervous about making risotto at home, and it's really great to make it home because you can do a couple of these reductions now and then kind of throw it on a sheet tray and put it in your fridge. And when your guests come over, you just add the last couple reductions and
no, exactly.
Good to go.
So, Rick, why don't we move that one off because we have one already done right here. And I'll say almost done. So, Rick, jump back over here. I'm going to add, this is one that's been sitting around. It's just about done. I'm going to add a little bit liquid to bring it back to life.
Sitting around like just a little sitting.
It's just sitting around,
okay,
just for, yeah. But look how creamy it is right here. Now to finish it, y'all, we're going to throw in, we have some wonderful prosciutto right there. Rick, why don't you throw in the prosciutto? Nice. Just kind of, just going to give it that nice Italian ham flavor in there. We're going to break that up. And then we have some more of that great little artichoke that's all going to kind of put it on the top. And then vanilla bean, y'all, when we come back, Rick's going to be scraping the seeds out of a vanilla bean. And we're going to finish this with butter, cheese, and vanilla bean. Got to be a hit, right, Rick?
Gotta love the vanilla, huh?
Oh, you smell it.
I'm going to be around.
WAFB Stirring It Up with John Foles is sponsored by Slap Your Mama Cajun Seasoning.
All right, y'all, the risotto is nice, and Rick, you're gonna go ahead
Yeah,
and
look at
shell
that. I
all
got this
that.
beautiful fresh vanilla bean, or I call it vanilla caviar. And you throw it right in there, and it just kind of melts right in there.
Okay, and then we'll add the butter and the
Absolutely.
cheese. You're gonna melt it right on in. Now, this is a dish typical of what we're gonna serve over at Restaurant Revolution at the Ralston Nest in September. Now, Rick, I'm gonna go right into our big bowl.
Yes, sir.
And you got some chokes to put on top of it.
Yeah, some chokes and some beautiful chive.
Oh, look at that right there. And I'm gonna put some chokes. You get the chives. And y'all, the recipe is on the website, WAFB.com. Go right there, the recipe is in. And come see Rick and I in New Orleans when we open in September. And now we're going to go back to the desk because Cheryl's going to be wishing she were here with us.
All right. Thanks so much, Chef. Thanks for joining us for 9 News at 5. Coming up, Egyptian protests are re-energized by a visit from an internet activist. Plus, why are your tax dollars helping pay for a luxury hotel renovation using funds meant to help the poor? Let's join the CBS Evening News with Katie Couric.